I know what you're thinking. It's 3 in the morning. This dipshit's back? You're damn right I'm back. Gold standard, motherfucker. I'm more back than the US dollar. But hey, what do I know about knowing stuff? KC Beer Company. Get yourself one of these. Amazing. But, I'm sure some of you are wondering, how was your vacation? It wasn't. It was awful. But I better get into character to tell you about it appropriately. One moment. That's better. Do you know what it's like to check yourself into a mental health facility? Do you? If so, good for you. That's a hard step to take for some. It was certainly a hard step to take for me. I'm still not sure if it was the right step, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. It sure gives you a hell of a lot of perspective. Your life could be a lot worse, and mine will be at the end of this week. If things don't get settled the way they're supposed to. But let me tell you something about checking yourself into a mental health facility. The first thing you're probably going to do is walk into the lobby. Whoa, no brainer, right? When you walk into said lobby, you're going to see a very small person laying on the chairs of said facility. And their life is so terrible that they're eating Lay's potato chips and they're dipping them in Tostino's nacho cheese sauce. And that shit is cold as fuck and it's chunky and it's disgusting and they're eating it anyway. Because that's how bad your life's gonna be if you're checking yourself in there. Almost guarantee it. And then you're gonna talk to a nice lady. And that lady is going to then ask you if you're ready to stay and probably recommend a 72-hour hold. And then you're probably going to lie to her about how you're actually feeling so you can go home and pack some clothes and say bye to your daughter. And then you're going to go back to the facility the next day and actually induct yourself and stay for 72 hours. And then what they're going to do, after a bunch of intake procedures, is strip you of all your clothing and all your possessions, and then in true similar to jail fashion, give you a pair of scrubs, but they won't be orange. At least not at this facility, but they will remind you of the color orange because they will be green, and we all know hunting colors. And then what they're going to do is put you in a nice, incredibly open room with like 10 chairs in it, surround you with people who hear voices in their fucking heads trying to kill people, and expect you to feel better while playing totally silent, like super quiet music that's supposed to be calming, but not to somebody who's used to screaming all the fucking time. That doesn't really do something for somebody like that. In fact, I think it was making me absolutely go even more insane than I've ever been in my entire life. And I was punched 6 times by a man, ironically enough, named Ray. And you're like, oh my god, why is that significant? Well, the people named Ray in my life know why that's significant. And those who don't, one day I'll tell you. With this dude, I don't know if he was on meth back in the day and just fried his brain, but this guy had 7 different birthdays. He may have been schizophrenic. It's really hard to tell at some point. But he just couldn't do a fucking fist bump. He tried a couple times. That motherfucker hit so hard, there's no way he knew how hard he was actually hitting. Like, the nurse finally had to be like, no, get the fuck away. Like, no physical contact. Get away from this guy. Because I would have had to fucking deck him in about a minute. And I don't really want to fight a schizophrenic. I don't know how that shit goes, but I feel like they have retard strength. And that does not bode well for me. Because I didn't have my helmet. But it gets better. And by that I mean not at all. So I'm going hella stir crazy. I'm walking in fucking circles around the entire room. I'm doing push ups, more push ups than I've done in like months, to be honest. So my body thanks me for that, trust me. In the meantime, I'm detoxing. And they're like, what, from alcohol? No, from weed. I get the fucking alcohol withdrawal symptoms when I stop smoking marijuana. It makes no sense to me, but that's how my body works. I can quit drinking, no problem. It doesn't bother me. But stop smoking weed, oh fuck. There goes my appetite. And better get ready for some hot and cold flashes, I'll tell you fucking what. But I'm going absolutely fucking nuts. Not right now. I'm great. I'm so happy to be home. I promise you that. But in this facility, I was going fucking batshit crazy. They brought in more schizophrenics during the night, which is great, or drug addicts. Not sure which. Hard to tell. They sound the same in the moment. So I get it, man. But finally, my nurse Jessie took me outside and let me get some fresh air because I told him, dude, like, this is making everything fucking worse. Like, I can't focus on anything. And like the worst thing you could have possibly done is stuck me in a room with nobody to talk to, nothing to do, nothing to focus on. It's totally white. I can't even fucking read like emergency procedures on the fucking wall hardly. Like, that's not a place to fucking put somebody like me and try to make them feel better. It's just not. And he understood that. So he let me go outside for like 15 minutes and just fucking chat and bullshit. And I'm so fucking grateful for that guy. And I'm so fucking grateful that he said, I don't think you heard this because you were in the bathroom, but I went to talk to that lady that was just brought in, and she was like, I was trying to take her vitals like I took yours. I'm like, yeah. It's like, yeah. She was like, you're just trying to stick cheese up my pussy. Like, fuck, you know what? That begs so many questions. Like, is there cheese up there now? Do we need to be do we need to be concerned about that? Do we need to look? Like, holy fuck. But I finally like complained enough about this guy, not to like not about him, sorry, excuse me, but to him enough that he let me into the room I wasn't supposed to be in until the next day and made that executive decision. And I was so fucking grateful because there's no way I was going to get an ounce of sleep in a room that was bright as fuck, quiet as fuck, where I didn't feel safe because I'm surrounded by people with voices in their fucking heads, with demons. This bitch with the fucking cheese in her pussy was screaming about demons the whole time. Alright? It was not a good first night experience. And then the second night happens, or the second day, I should say, and I get a new nurse. Her name's Christina. She was great. She reminds me exactly of an old boss named Cece I used to have. Same exact tone of voice, same mannerisms, just as tall and fucking stoic, like kick ass lady, right? She was a kick ass lady. And she gave me so many blood pressure medications because guess what my natural blood pressure is? I wonder why I'm so angry all the time, other than why I'm German. Guess what it is? On average, it was between 140 and 160, always with medication. And without medication, it's always about 161 over 100. One day, my enormous, generous heart is going to just explode, and I'm going to be 100% okay with that. Because that's not suicide, that's just fucking life. And I can die in peace. Yeah. Amazing. And people keep wondering too, like, are you gonna try to off yourself? Are you really feeling that way anymore? No. I got that shit out of my system. Go stand in front of a train. You're either gonna live or you're gonna die. Good luck with finding out which. But hey, second day there, right? Met some fucking awesome people. One of them's named Jeremy. He was another fellow inmate, in quotes. Not like it's jail, but it kind of feels like it sometimes. It's a nice jail though. Like you can check yourself out if you want. Um, Super fucking cool guy, OCD as fuck, smartest guy you've ever fucking talked to. Knows more about anthropology than I would have ever expected any random dude to run into in a mental health institution. It was fucking amazing. Hope that guy's doing well. You're a good guy, Jeremy. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And then, of course, I met my fellow crackheads, such as myself, named Ashley, Krista, and Brian, and Andrew, and all of us there for all of our separate, different reasons. And that's okay. I don't care why you're there. I care about you, though. I hope things go better for you than they have. And I hope things go better for me, too. But I'm not counting on it, so good vibes. But, lady screaming about demons the first day was now, and the second day screaming about how it's all fucking natural and we should not be ashamed of her breasts. While in the meantime, taking her shirt off and then her sports bra, and she was not an attractive lady. I know that shouldn't be, what I'm thinking about when somebody's just ripping off their clothes, screaming about demons, but I was like, man, please put them back on. Like, please, please. And then they put us all in fucking our little tiny rooms again, to let them fucking force her back into her room and force like 12 people in there with her. I don't know how they fucking fit in there. They just Jenga up the fucking walls. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Just screaming, fuck you, I don't want your fucking medicine. Fuck all of you, you're not trying to help me. They were. They were trying to help you. I really wish you would have taken the medicine. I hope you did. I hope they forced it down your throat. That was terrifying. I was scared of you. No lie. That shit was so whack. And then they brought in another guy whose name I cannot fucking possibly imagine. He came in with Brian, who has a skull tattoo on the back of his head. That guy is cool as hell. He's also batshit crazy, and he has his dick pierced. I haven't seen it, but he told me about it extensively, along with every woman he's ever fucked. All of which are black girls, because I guess that's his shtick. It was a hell of a time, man. Anyway, dude that came in with him, fast forward to day 3. I don't know this guy's name, but he got progressively fucking worse as the day went on. It seemed like he just got, I don't know if he was still detoxing or fucking what, but he literally licked his finger and tried to fucking go touch a nurse on the back of her fucking neck with it. And I was like, whoa! No fucking way. We're not fucking doing that, buddy. And the nurse realized something was going on, turned the fuck around and was like, hey, no, we're not doing that. And then Brian, skull tattoo dude, like helped walk the guy back to his room real gentle like. But what a fucking trip, y'all. And you wanna know my favorite part? I think we were watching the movie Doug, that one with the little fucking alien guy and shit. Those British fucking wankers. And this chick, who's ironically enough named Ashley, she's like, man, the last time I watched this movie, I'm pretty sure I was high as fuck on PCP. I'm just like, I've been waiting so long to fucking say this. And I look her right in the eyes. I'm like, Ashley, get your fucking shit together. Man, do you know how happy it made me when I could make fucking psychiatrists and therapists fucking laugh without a single fucking beat? What a validating feeling for my existence. I can't thank the Lawrence Recovery Center enough, for sure. But I would like to give a special thanks to some of the providers and caretakers there, namely, and I hope I didn't forget anybody, but I probably did, but especially Jessica, Jesse, Sean, Allison, Brittany, Tate, Brandon, Michael, Savannah, and Mac, And I'm also really pissed I can't remember the name of Crane Girl, whom I'm affectionately calling Crane Girl because she taught me origami. And she made a shit ton of cranes. And also Christina, who is one of my nurses, and Mercedes from today. And then thanks to my fellow inmates, Jeremy, Ashley, Brian, Krista, and Andrew, specifically. I might be forgetting somebody else who was important to me that time when I was there. Ooh, Trap, I hope you're doing okay, gal. I only got to see you the first night, but hope shit gets better for you. Shit gets better for every single one of you that needs it. So we could all do with a little better in our lives, eh? And, hey, Jesse, this one's for you, buddy. Don't forget, Lucy, he's a little bitch. Good morning, y'all. I'm fucking back.